Greetings all you manics of minds on crimes, and welcome back to another Warframe in and out. Today, I am going to be talking about probably one of the most underrated frames in the game, but one of the most powerful frames in the game, Mag. Yes, I know, the meme herself. Mag gets a lot of hate for no reason. Oh, I know why. Because Excaliburs and Rhinos don't have any taste. But I mean, their loss. Anyway, I am going to be talking everything about Mag, every single thing about her. This might be a bit of a longer video because she has a lot to her. She's a lot like Gara. She has a lot going on. Anyway, let's first go over her abilities briefly. Her 2, I'm going to do an entire segment for it because, yeah. Alright, so pull. It's very simple. You yank enemies off their feet towards you, and you can do ground finishers on them. And you can also pull them into your 2. So that's great. Also, if you kill low-level enemies with this, they have a chance to drop energy orbs. So that's okay. It's not something you should rely on, but hey, it's a thing. Also, yes, it does deal magnetic damage, but I mean, whatever. It's not meant to do damage. Not every single ability in the game needs to do damage. This is not Chorus 1, for fuck's sake. If this was as powerful as Chorus 1, oh my lord. Anyway, Polarize. Polarize will, with the counterpulse augment, jam enemy weapons and robotics. Without it, it will just strip enemy armor and shields. Let's actually show that real quick. So, there's also a few other mechanics with it, and I will talk about that. Okay, so when I press 3, their weapons are jammed. Now, there's also these little things. Now, these are bits of their armor. With shielded enemies, it will be bits of their shield. So these are shards. These will get pulled into your 2 and add damage to your 2. Also, if you can see it, Mag does a very, very tiny amount of damage called true damage. What in the hell is true damage? True damage is damage that does not care about enemy resistances. So, in short, it does true damage. Nothing you should really rely on, but you can kill low-level enemies with it, and it's kind of funny because Mag can nuke. Anyway. Also, their armor has been reduced. Not by a whole lot, but it is definitely there. If you want to really reduce their armor, you need the 4 augment fracturing crush, which I will talk about. Anyway, let's go over her 3. I don't know why I jumped up here. Well, her 4, I mean. So crush, somehow she magnetizes their bones and then crushes their bodies, but they don't die. Excuse me. I don't understand. But, I mean, this is Warframe. Anyway, it will give you over shields, and it will also deal a good amount of damage. And also, enemies that are in your Magnetize will actually take more damage. So, now let's go over her Magnetize. But for that, I'm going to have to equip some projectile weapons. Now, okay. Magnetize. This ability has a lot going for it. An enormous amount going for it. It's probably one of the strongest abilities in the game. Now, I'm going to briefly show it, and then I'm going to describe it. So, Mag looks bad to me. So what in the hell just happened? Okay, let me go over everything. Alright, so when you magnetize an enemy, first off, they are grounded. They cannot move anymore. The enemy that is in the magnetic bubble takes double damage from every source. Okay? Also, the shards from her 3 add damage over time to the bubble. And the more bullets you pump into the bubble, be it projectile or hit scan, adds damage over time to the bubble. Now, a lot of people like to use explosive weapons with mag with gas, and that works very, very well. But I would recommend something like the Cyanex or the egregious, because these things just they just kill them all. They just absolutely freaking murder. But if you don't have any of that, you can use basically anything you want. Don't get stuck into the trap of, oh, if you don't have the Magnetized with mag, you're an idiot. No, 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 no. You know, there's something called Tomb Finger kick guns now. These things exist for a freaking reason. Anyway, let's show off. Yes, I called it the Thought Blaster because it blasts the thoughts. So the target that was in there died real quick. And after all of this is done, after the duration of the bubble is over, see how much damage they're taking over time now? That's a lot of damage. It will explode, and these guys are so fucked. Look at this. That was 200,000 damage. But wait, it gets worse. What if you had something like, I don't know. There's a little thing called the freaking, like, Space Hadouken or Space Big Bang Attack. These fucking things. The Staticore? Yeah, you're probably thinking, oh, holy shit, don't. Yes. You do not want punch through with the Staticore, by the way. I know that sounds really, really, like, opposite of what you want. They're dead. I don't need to do anything. They can't shoot me anyway, because the enemies that are trying to shoot you will just shoot themselves. You see that? So that is absolutely fantastic. Also, the explosion, it does blast damage. It does not do magnetic damage. Some people are like, thank God. I kind of agree with that. Blast damage is a bit more effective, just not with every single thing. So, yeah, Magnetize has a lot to it. And, yeah. This is why Mag does not care about sentience. At all. If you are Mag, sentience run. Well, they don't in the game. They attack you either way. But I have a theory. Mag was designed to kill the sentience. If that comes out one day, like a codex scan, it's like, oh, the sentience were a problem. That's why we created the Mag Warframe. I'd be like, that makes sense. Because holy shit. So now her 4. So her 4 is pretty simple. And my cast speed is really high because I have natural talent and I recommend it. So that's her 4. Now, a lot of things are happening here. One, I'm getting overshields, which is, that's cool. Combine that with adaptation, and Mag can actually be kind of tanky, especially like anything under like level 80. She can actually be pretty tanky. I do wish her overshields gave her some damage reduction on top of like adaptation, but whatever. Maybe when shields get reworked, then Mag will actually be a lot tankier. That's the only issue with Mag. She isn't a tank. People seem to forget that. But, you know, it's fine. It's completely fine. People play Banshee, and Banshee is the squishiest thing in existence. So, her 4 doesn't do a lot of damage. And it does do magnetic damage. But, what did I say something about Fracture and Crush? First off, this is my build. Pretty standard build, I'd say. I have a slight bit of duration, only really for Magnetize. Also, keep in mind, Polarize, its wave is actually affected by duration, which is fucking strange as hell, because it's kind of like Nova's ability. It's like Nova's 4, her molecular prime. You want a lot of duration with it because you want it to expand the entire map. Of course, this won't expand the entire map, but yeah. So counterpulse. If you don't have counterpulse, don't worry about it. You do not need any augment with Mag. But anyway, Fracture and Crush. Survivors have their armor decreased by 50% and become unable to move for 7 seconds. Yeah, that's a thing. So, for this test, I'm going to get rid of Redirection. Yeah, I know. It doesn't really matter because I'm in some chrome. I'm not going to unpause the AI, but I do recommend having her with big shields. I need to put some form into Mag. It's just I'm lazy. Also, it says down here the armor reduction is 72% because it takes in your power strength. So if you build your mag with incredible power strength, you could be like an Oberon and literally just rip all the armor off. That's what Mag does. Mag doesn't care about armor. She doesn't care about anything. She just destroys. So now, why aren't their armor gone? You see that they can't move. They're completely stuck. Well, actually, their armor is really low. It's really hard to track exactly how much. But rest assured that I probably stripped more than half of their armor away. At lower level content, let me actually... Because these are really, really high level enemies. Let's go like level 60. And you'll see that I can actually get rid of all of their armor. So I press my 3. The weapons are jammed. I do this. It doesn't show it because their health isn't turning red, but they really don't have any armor. And they just... That's what happens when Mag gets in the room with any enemy. They don't last long. They are not going to survive if this is in the if this is in the room with them. Like, they're not going to last for very long. So let me put back on Redirection. I don't like using Fracturing Crush too much. It's a good augment. It's just not really for me. I like using Polarize a little bit more because the ability to shut down enemy weapons is very, very helpful, and it is kind of God mode. Let me actually show that. But if you combine the Fracturing Crush and the Counter Pulse, it works very, very well. So don't shoot me. And now they're going to try and shoot me, but they can't. See? Is this a little messed up? Yeah, whatever. Yes, my Cyanax is pink because it reminds me of the goddamn Needler and Fear to Pink Mist. I don't think anyone has said that for years. If you've never heard of that, that's a thing. Anyway. Mag is awesome. She is a very powerful frame. Now, enemy radar is completely just up to just my preference because I like taking Mag to Mott a lot. She really thrives at high level content, especially if you're a player like me that likes an active playstyle, that likes jumping around. If you play Banshee, you know how to play Mag. Just don't stop moving. Look at that. She has no armor. A brisk breeze will knock this poor girl over. But, you know, you don't call her a poor girl when she just rips all the armor off of people. It's just insane. So, does adaptation actually matter with Mag? It does. It works a little bit. It's just the fact that she has really low armor. Now, Fracturing Crush. Here, I have an idea for an augment with Mag. On ability cast, especially her 4, she gets a proportional amount of armor from the enemies. Call it like armor theft or something like that. I'm not very good with names with augments. But that would really bulk her up. Or her shields are special, like Hildren's shields, where she has shield gating. But I mean, Hildren's shield gating is a bit broken. But anyway, let me show you the power of 2 augments at the same time. Alright. What's the matter? You can't move? Look, all their armor's gone. Now, why didn't that work at high level content? Because they have so much fucking armor, and I don't think it's actually true the amount of armor that it says it strips. I have my doubts because Oberon, I think I've showed this before. I'll do an in and outs of Oberon really soon because I love Goat Boy. But anyway, Oberon, he has the incredible ability of, you know, these level 120s. Let me just show this real quick for comparison. I wish Mag could do this a bit easier, but I mean, Oberon is Oberon. All the armor's gone. Now, if Mag could do that, I would be very, very happy. But she can. It's just not as reliable as the GOAT. But, you know, Oberon is a completely different frame. So, that's Mag. That's Mag in a nutshell. It's not actually a very long video. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. But really keep in mind, when it comes to her abilities, okay, use her one to crowd control assholes that are trying to shoot your goddamn head because they're assholes and they don't like you. They have a hate boner for Mag, I swear to God. Use her one also to pull enemies through your bubble of doom, your Magnetize, when you load it up with a bunch of projectiles. Use a kit gun, use like the Cynex, use like Staticor. The Pox works really well. I love that animation, by the way. She has some of the coolest animations in my mind. And you know the funny thing is, I used to not like Mag. I used to think Mag was bad. I did a video on this, but anyway, let's show what the Pox can do. Oh, they have armor, right? No, they don't. What armor? The damage is ticking away. The cloud is in there, and they are going to get nuked. That was 400,000 damage on every single one of them. Remember, kids, Mag is bad. Somehow Mag is horrible. I don't understand that freaking mentality. Oh, I know why. Because people have no taste, and they don't have time to get to know a frame as well as Mag. Because you need to keep something in mind with Mag. She's not a pick up frame and destroy. No, she is a little bit more complicated. Also, her passive could be changed. Also, this deluxe skin is awesome. If you're wondering what the hell the skin is, this is the deluxe skin because I really like the skin. She also has really good Tenogen. I'm not even gonna lie, but this one looks freaking sweet. But you know, I already spent money on Neja's Tenogen. This Tenogen. Fucking glorious. I gotta do an announcement on Neja because he's my favorite. My absolute favorite. Anyway, just do this sort of build. If you don't have natural talent, forget about it. It's very helpful, but if you don't have it, fine. Now, because of how much energy she has, and if you have you know, prime flow, definitely, where the hell is it? Go for quick thinking. Because this will make her functionally unkillable, and it's great. So yeah. Just make sure you have a little bit of duration in there. You don't have to have duration in here. You can plug in something else here. But anyway. Let me put on this. I need to put a form into her. I got to put a form into here. Then I can drop the duration. And then I can put on... Or I have to put a form here or something like that. And then I could put on Counterpulse. And I'll do that because... Not Counterpulse. Fucking... Where is it? Yeah, Fracturing Crush. Anyway, that's Mag. The most underrated frame of the game for no good reason at all because she does incredible amounts of damage. She is a fuck ton of fun to play. You're not going to take her against big bosses, but anything else in the game, she's going to slaughter. If Mag is in the room, the enemy's day is bad. Well, they don't have a day anymore because they're probably already dead because that's how Mag works. Not as fast as Saren, but we're not comparing Mag to Saren because it's not fair. Jesus Christ, Saren, chill out. But anyway, the only gripe I have with Mag is that her 3 does not work with against Infested. I know, that's annoying, right? You'd think her 3 would turn off the Ancient Healer auras. No. But it doesn't. Anyway. She is a nightmare for heavily armored units, heavily shielded units, too. Because she'll just rip the shields away because everything she does is magnetic. And magnetic just does not care about shields. It just turns it off. It's great. Kind of. But anyway, she is incredible. If you have not tried Mag, definitely try her. Don't believe the memes about Mag. Mag's bad because this. No, 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 no. She's probably one of the strongest frames in game. And I will defend her no matter what. Because leave the poor girl alone. Leave Mag alone, man. She's fucking awesome. Just because those freaking stupid Nerman rhinos think they're better than everyone, even though they die in arbitrations faster than anyone else. Yeah, rhinos die in arbitrations faster than anyone else. That's a sentence that exists. That shouldn't exist. I thought Rhino was supposed to be tanky. I thought Rhino was supposed to be tankier than Anaros. Oh, wait. Anaros is actually immortal. Same thing with Oberon and Nezha. But anyway, all that being said, I love Mag. Mag is love. Mag is life. And this deluxe skin is awesome. I kind of wish she had another deluxe skin just for variety, but I really like this deluxe skin. Those are random colors, by the way. Critique my fashion frame, because fashion frame is endgame. So, next in and outs might be either Oberon, Nezha, or Gara. Because those are the three I really want to talk about, because Nezha's my favorite, Oberon is the GOAT, and I also love him. He was my second frame, Nezha was my third, and Gara is complicated like Mag. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and remember, in Trilby, we trust.